As I was riding my bike home through this affluent area and looking at all of these mansions with their Christmas lights and so beautiful and happy and well, happy, that's the questionable word. It kind of dawned on me, like, this phrase, was it a phrase? I don't know. I still don't have it worked out completely. But would I rather be happy and homeless or miserable and sheltered? And that made me think I made a mistake, because I think I really do. I really do want a nice house, that's comfortable, and but the saddest part is, like, you're not supposed to say it's too late. It's kind of too late. You can't. How do you start over? Like, I'm starting from scratch. Like, these are the things that I should have decided when I was 16 years old. That would have been the mature thing to do. And I'm the first one to say that. Uh, as soon as you're ready to procreate, then you have to be a full on adult. Like, I don't believe in the age of maturity is where it should be. I think that if you're capable of making children, then you have to be mature now, because that's just how it is, and we are babying our youth far too much. That's my controversial opinion on that topic. But did I make mistakes? I mean, yeah. Like I've been saying recently, these rules and these laws have been set up on purpose from people time and time again. Like, you're supposed to put in the effort until you're 65, and then you're supposed to retire and be happy, or until you're 50, like, if you do it right. Now, something else that did come to mind is that the majority of these people in these houses, these huge houses, you should see these houses, though, like in Canada, or especially in, well, probably everywhere in Canada that has, there's these people who are millionaires. Which means nothing these days. They're right next to one another. Like, despite these houses being ginormous, they have no yard. There's, like, I don't know what's going on in the back. They probably have pools and stuff in the backyard, but they're all butted together next to people, and these houses are worth millions of dollars. Like, I don't think there's a condo where I live that's not worth $1 million. So that doesn't really say much. The tiniest studio condo, millions of dollars here. But I think that's just what the times are. Oh, to be a shoe salesman and to have 2.5 kids. That I could do, but that's not and a wife that stays at home. Kind of sounds appealing to me. It's not an option anymore, no matter where you live. Well, no, I guess there's some places you can go, like on a beach, in a tent. Not even a tent. No tent. There's no tent in my scenario. There's like a sun shelter. I'm cleaning up some stuff today. On that, I don't know. I don't even know if that. I don't even feel that was that negative. It's just this is reality, and I don't think there's no way out. Oh, I guess I watched some other video came into my feed, and some guy talked about his dental surgery that he has to pay and how he had no money. And he was what was he, a scientist? I don't know, something like that. Crazy, and I don't know. I don't think there's any excuse for not working or anything. Oh, I started to talk about those people. Most of the people in these houses got off track again. I'm cleaning up my stuff. I'm not going to wear this again. I would love to go for a walk. I've bitten off way too much I can chew. I have to just clean everything, so that's what I'm doing. I'll just put this stuff. I won't even try to organize this or fold this tomorrow. Is tomorrow laundry day? No, tomorrow's not even laundry day. But oh yeah. Oh, can I finish? I have so many stories to tell you, because I did take the subway. I took my bike on the subway and rode somewhere, but I rode my bike all the way home. And that was it was a 2-hour bike ride. It was the entire span of the subway system. So I'm at the very last stop on one side, and I went to the very last stop on the other side. And I don't know if in other cities, but that's quite a distance in the city I am, because it's a multi-city. It's a megatropolis of all kinds of cities put together. Those people in those houses, they, I would say that probably 90%, maybe even more than 90% of them, it would have been generational money. It would have been, do I wish that I had an opportunity to follow in a footstep or have something handed to me? Probably not. My hat. Is my hat clean? I should probably clean my favorite hat collection. But I don't know if I have regrets or not. That's the thing. If I die tomorrow, I have no regrets. But that'll always be the case, because it doesn't even when it gets worse, it gets better. All right. What was I talking about? Cleaning. My hat's washing. Oh, the subway. The subway was dirty, so dirty. And also in the city that I live in, we have, which is, I live in Mississauga. I went to Scarborough. It's all part of Toronto, Ontario. Or, I guess it's debatable. Because the tickets I had, filthy. The seats on the subway are cloth. I don't know why they can't be like the New York ones where they're just plastic. They could be wiped down. I don't think anybody ever cleans the subway. They're filthy. They're so dirty. Those cloth seats have stains all over them. There's like, I don't know what the thing's sitting, like this debris and stuff that's on the seats. I stood for the whole hour. I think it was like an hour and a half. I think it was an hour trip. It was an hour on the subway from one end to the other. That's how long it took. Quicker for me to bike that in the same amount, or it's exactly the same amount of time for me to bike that. So in the end, I did bike home. The tickets that I had were for my area of. They weren't for. So I didn't get to use them. I had to use some card that I have money on for an emergency. That's for the public transportation. Actually, it's not for an emergency. I should have it. I thought I should have it for an emergency. I had it because I traveled really far away, and the new card works now for all areas. But these old tickets, I think I explained that they expire. I don't know why I'm even telling you this, because that's what we do here. Right now I'm cleaning up, so I guess it's not so bad. I actually did clean up. I'm just gonna put these directly. This stuff is dirty enough. I sat on the floor today. Here's all the socks that I wore. Those shirts are dirty, need to be washed. The mittens, I should probably turn it inside out and wash. These mittens match this bag so crazy. Like, I guess that the lining of them is the same color as the main part of this bag, and then the outsides of them are the same color as all of the embellishments. So I don't know. I know I like what I like. Look at my receipts. Put this bag back. Oh, and we should talk about willpower, because I do have to, hopefully, maybe we'll get a W today. Maybe I should open up a bag right now. We're running out of bags. Because Susan did leave a comment about not taking your credit card with you when you go somewhere. And I was listening to some YouTube videos today about some minimalist girl who has to delete the apps from her phone so she doesn't use them. Like, what are people really not capable of just not using something? I mean, am I not capable of buying cookies when I go out? For the most part, I'm not. But also, you got to get the stuff out of your system, and then it gets easier. And I have it in my system right now. So I did buy, what did I buy yesterday? I bought jelly beans. Huge bag of jelly beans. They were Halloween ones. I saw them hidden at a dollar store. And they were 34 cents, no tax. There's this new tax thing that the government is doing right now. No tax on toys, and I did mention this. And candy, like junk food. Why they're encouraging people to buy junk food, I don't know. And why they waited till the last minute to take the tax off of toys for people for Christmas gifts. I was going to say I don't know why they did that either, but I guess they did that so that they could make as much money as possible and not worry about it. But then they extended into February. So why are people buying toys for people in February? At least they can for Boxing Day. So tax-free toys and tax-free junk food. And then I think it's like school supplies, or I don't know what else. None of the other stuff applies to me. It should be for clothing for everyone. Oh, kids' clothing, which makes sense. I guess it's supposed to be a Christmas break. Oh yeah, and that's the time to eat junk food and taxed food, chips and snacks and stuff. Maybe that's what it's about. I didn't really do much research into it. Anyway, it's making it harder to buy toys. And I didn't buy any toys until the last store I went to. And there was a set, a toy that I bought because it kind of, it didn't kind of. It was perfect for an upcoming Christmas video that I'm doing. So I bought it. And I also wanted, it is also, let me just say, about these things, like I wasn't having a good time at all. I went really far away. There was nothing I was interested in buying. I don't have that guilt thing that people have, that or this need that people have when they go shopping, that they have to buy something. I mean, to a certain extent, I feel disappointed that I didn't get anything, but I don't have, like, people buy something anyway because they feel like they have to when they go. I don't get that. Like, there are certain things that I want that I need, or no, not need. There are certain things that I want, and I have the list in my head, and I know what I like, and I know what I want. And if it goes on sale, or sometimes it's something that I don't wait for a sale because I want it that bad. But then there's other things that I would buy that if it was this price, and I won't buy it if it doesn't go below that price and below that price. So that happens to me a lot. I do have some sorts of willpower, and I don't have to use apps on my phone. I don't even remember to use my phone. I hate using my phone. I don't use my phone. Some people, I guess, try to contact me through the phone. I guess mostly my mother. And I don't feel guilty about, well, do I feel guilty? No, I don't have time. She didn't have time for me when I was a kid, so why would I have so much to do. It's just foolish. It's not like she has anything important to tell me or anything either. So that there's some jaded bad stuff that I'm putting out there, which is also another thing. I don't care about putting. as much as I am a believer in gratitude and then saying, do you want to go through life feeling miserable? It is kind of fun to vent sometimes, which I guess that's what this channel is about. But it's also, I am so nice to everyone face to face. I mean, this could be, maybe that's considered a two-faced thing, but I am courteous and kind and thoughtful and polite to everyone. Maybe that's a two-faced thing, but I'm old-fashioned that way. And I'm also old-fashioned in the way that I think you should get dressed up to fly in a plane or go to church. That is really weird. The reason I bring that up, I think we have to go back, a step back. That is something that I wanted to mention to you today. What was I talking about before that happened? Just being polite to everyone, even though, and then when I get home, then see, I guess at least I have somebody to talk. That's where I can come and I can talk about the lady who was mean to me at the store, but I was nice to her back, even though she banned me from her store because she didn't like me taking pictures in her store. And then then she didn't like me just going to her store and not taking pictures in her store. That doesn't bother me as much as the money, when I sell something on eBay and then the person says that it's ruined, it's destroyed, that it's not the picture, that it's not the product, but it's exactly the product in the pictures, and then eBay makes me pay, gives them the item for free. I get lost. I lose the item. I lose the shipping that I had to pay to get it to them. That I can get really upset about. I'm not, now that I'm saying it out loud though, I'm not getting upset, but sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll think about it and I'll be irate. I won't be irate, but it'll really upset me. And I'll think back about the time that I got a promotion, and then 2 weeks later when I got my paycheck, I realized that they gave me a promotion, but they paid me a few dollars less than what I was getting per hour. That really upsets me too, because there was nothing I could do about it. Those things I'll remember every once in a while, and that's pretty good, I guess. That lady thing is a new thing. Can I remember? Oh yeah, okay. So there are other incidences when I'm riding my bike on the sidewalk, and people say, "Get off the sidewalk, you fucking!" And I'm like, "What? Why? Who am I hurting? Did I scare you? Did you think I was going to run into you? I'm riding so that upsets me too." But I don't really remember. I do remember a couple scenarios. I don't remember them exactly. I just remember that they happened. So I guess that doesn't bother me so much anyway. So those are the things that have stuck with me my whole entire life, and you should identify those things, because those things, if they stick with you and they've upset you, then there's some meaning behind why they upset you. I mean, the bicycle thing is because I go out of my way to be courteous, and if somebody's like attacking me for causing problems, but I ride my bicycle on the sidewalk to be, I said this a million times. Let's stop that. Come clean with me. But maybe I should grab the letters before. I've got my my matching military suit on today, so I like it. It does look like military fatigues, like a tracksuit. So I got my sleeves up because my legs up because I was sitting on the floor, and it's more comfortable that way. I woke up with big bags under my eyes today, unfortunately. I guess I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, just out of necessity, as I have so much that I want and need to get done. Oh, we got a double toy today, so that's good. Let's get all of my stuff. Let's just I got chocolate. I got I have my nog, my cocoa nog. And now it'll be getting cold. This is my second glass today. And I told myself you're not allowed to bring it in because you're going to knock it over. Or drool it on yourself. Now it's too cold, but I don't mind when it's cold. No sugar. What's happening? My screen. Is it still recording? Whoa, I think some kind of virus just popped up on my screen, unfortunately. AdKiller extension is installed. I don't like that. It did say I had malware on my computer. I don't know if you can still hear me. All right, okay. I get so much to do. I cleaned out some stuff, and I guess it's okay. I guess I am getting it together. I kind of wanted to go for a walk today. I do want to go for a walk. It's getting dark outside. Already, I would love to walk more. Shin splints, though. I don't know why I get shin splints. I always take my bicycle. My bicycle doesn't give me shin splints. I guess it's my boots. I guess it's the shape, the angle of them. If ever I run a little bit, and I don't go running, but if I am rushed on a day or something and I'm walking really fast or running, I will instantly get shin splints. I guess I've never had a real pair of sneakers, like ones that are meant for running. I hate sneakers because they get so dirty and there's no way to clean them. And they never look good. You can wear them might have to do with me being clumsy. Converse you can clean to some because they're so simple and they're made with one piece of fabric. So I guess that has a big deal to why I like Converse sneakers. They're a classic, nice sneaker, and they're easy to clean and stuff. They're easier to keep clean. They usually have a white sole. I try to buy black on black when I buy them. Well, most recently. They wear out so easy. I have to try the ones that don't wear out as easy. There's Chuck 2, I don't know, I think there's a number or something for ones that are better quality. Because also, you wear them and they rip in the heel. You ever notice that on your Converse? It wears out so quickly. But sneakers, they get so dirty so quick. Yeah, 2 wears and then they look like old beat up shoes. But rustic boots look good all the time. And flip-flops, they're rubber too, and you can just wash them off and they look good, unless you get white ones. I just wear black ones. I love flip-flops, and I have to buy a new pair. I guess I'll get them in Hawaii though. I'm gonna have to save an outfit, and because I need to dress up on the plane. First of all, it would be really good for customs too. You don't want to look like a bum going to anywhere. And I just believe it. I don't understand when I and I think it went back as far as the 90s. People started wearing sweatpants and jeans to church, and I don't understand that. Not that not that I'm a religious man at all, not even spiritual anymore. When life turns out, when you're as good as I am and as pure as I am, and life turns out as difficult. Um, there's no when along the whole trip, and it still exists, the whole journey. There's been this miraculous hope and this feeling of great journey and a wonderful thing to happen. And I mean, what the spiritual people tell you is that's today. Every day, your the journey is the destination. Your which which is true. That comes from that's the actual truth. But that's the truth in that. Yeah, there's nothing spectacular. There's nobody looking at. There's no one looking out for me. There's nothing for me to look forward to. There's just what I bring to it, and I do a really good job. I've done a really good job at being rich. When it just wasn't in my cards. Okay. Today felt like Christmas. I don't know, and because also this journey. So I think, so I biked, and then I biked, and I biked, and I biked, and I think I got home around 11 or 12. It was probably closer to 12. And that's when I just felt the snow. The snow finally came and it came hard. There's lots out there. So it kind of feels like Christmas today. I've got my fireplace on. It's cozy. It's probably a little warmer today because I'm not shivering, freezing. I did wake up and take a shower. I have to remember to do that. Like, I wake up so cold. It's like those people, I think I mentioned this too, those people who do the cold plunges. I think about that all the time. Why? The cold plunge men? Like, what the? Try just getting out of bed in Canada. It's the same. It's worse, probably. Anyway, I do like that, and I should probably actually take advantage of that. Like, I cold plunge in the way that, in the summertime when I'm doing pull-ups by the pool, like, you get so invigorated by going in the cold water, and then you get this extra boost of energy and adrenaline, and so I'll jump into the pool before I do a set of pull-ups because I feel invigorated. So it kind of works for that. I like doing that, but I should take advantage at the winter time. I'm freezing all the time. I should like be warming myself up doing pull-ups. But I've had to put some stuff aside to get stuff done, and I'm gonna have to put a lot of stuff aside, which is probably gonna have to be YouTube. I might have to designate one day. Can we light it? At least I'm not wearing black today. Can I bring the light bulb in so we have some light? Oh, better. Cute. I look so young in this light bulb. It's just a normal light bulb. Well, it's one of those halogen ones, which I don't agree with. These are the lights I like, but we can't make yellow. We can't make yellow pictures. Where was I going? Pull-ups. Oh yeah, I would. Wow, so many segues. I looked at myself in a change room yesterday. I looked gross and old and skinny. I need to do my exercises again. That's important, because if I'm only going to have one thing going for me, my teeth are all going to fall out. Oh, I got off that tangent too. It costs so much money. I'm going to need an extra $10,000 to fix my teeth, at least. I don't know. Maybe you can go to dental schools and have those kids hack at your teeth. I'm even willing just to rip the tooth out. If you rip your tooth out, can you get your root canal later on? because there's some, I can feel, I guess I'm gonna have to get a root canal, because the way what the guy was describing, it's such a scam too, the teeth thing. I also could wait another 15 years, and then it's free. Or, I don't know, I guess, glasses. Let's put on my glasses, because I'm a senior. Because 50's a senior, apparently, according to Meta. We got Minnie Mouse today with the collector card. Let's open up that first. I didn't buy all of the new figures that they offered at the Dollar Tree. They all come with collector cards now, and I really like the collector cards. Let's put the card away. Because I'm late making this video, and I was late making all of the other videos because I was so busy sorting things that didn't need to be sorted. But I have this set up to do this. Am I putting them in order that they appear on the card? No. Why did I put Donald there and not second place? I think Donald, oh, well, I guess I won't put Donald second place. And then I'll put Minnie second place, even though I feel Donald should be second place. Does that make me a misogynist? But Minnie has her own collection. But these are the things that I think about. Oh my goodness! See, you got firsthand. That was out without me even thinking about it. I was organizing these things. So there we go. Really cute. Well, some of these other figures that I get in the bucket. They now come with collector cards. The Peppa Pig ones come with collector cards, and they're really cute. And then the Sesame Street ones, they have the cutest cards. And now I can't have them because I can't buy the same figures again just to get these stupid cards that I'm just gonna have to, that I'm so careful to collect, and for what reason? Which is to waste my life and my time. But I know what makes me happy. Shifting around my blocks. Where did I put my blocks? Where did I put my block palette? I think I put it on display somewhere. Oh, I accidentally put it there. Don't worry. I'm not going to talk about it for an hour again, but I love them. And speaking of blocks, let's go to them. We only get 2 today, which thank goodness, because it's so hard. B for blocks. These the O, M, and Z. Oh God, Z. I had a good one for M. I wanted W though. What are my bonus letters? We got 8 for infinity. I love that. We got O. Those are 2 great. O is the bonus letter. For organic, that's the same O letter. What's the other bonus letter? K. That's another really hard one. M. O. Motivation. Am I grateful? I'm grateful that I do get motivated. I'm grateful for the mundane, my mundane life. I have to say that. And I am grateful for the mundane, and I'm grateful that I can find happiness in just living, and that's all I want to do. And I wish it was sustainable, and maybe one day it will be. And my pine cone and clothespin, I love them. And the jute, I love nature. I'm just reminded, I'm reminded of that every day with the advent calendar, my paper, my jute, and my pine cone, and it's almost all gone. I'm always happy when I get to take my clothesline down, though, because that's kind of annoying. I guess I should get a nicer clothesline. I should get one that's made out of hemp or something instead of, well, you know what? I'm getting rid of everything. All right, so Minnie is really, really cute. There she is. These are so well painted. They remind me of little Smurf figures. I really do like these figures a lot. We didn't finish the collection though yet. We still have Pluto. Oh, and by the way, these ones I did buy again. I already have this collection. I did get them for the cards. I forgot about that part. These are all doubles. I think my friend wants them though, so I will give them to him because I don't need the double figures. But it was fun to open them, and I will keep the cards. But I really wish I had the Peppa Pig cards, and I really wish I had the Sesame Street cards. And it was really too bad. What really stopped me is that the prices went up to $1.75 at the dollar store. We get almonds today. I'm really happy about that. And then we really did. I can't believe all of the deluxe tea bags. What is there, 10 tea bags in here? There's 4 tea bags in here. Why I thought there was more, I don't know. 4 berry ones. It is a shame I didn't find the more Christmassy box set, but it's okay because I don't mind having a wild berry zinger tea too every once in a while. So I am happy to have the different teas, which so great for a diet, which I have to go on. Again, looking in the mirror, unsatisfied. I wasn't as fat. I don't think I'm as fat as I am, which is really weird because I have been eating a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be eating and doing less exercise, but I'm still fat, and I'm on here sometimes I say like I was grateful for my body, the body that I have, and that my muscles, there's M, but my body and my muscles aren't as great as I probably think they are. So boys tend to do that a lot, and I should be ashamed of myself. Even though I know you don't have to tell me. And it's not like it's not worse than it ever has been. I don't think it has. I don't know. See, I don't know. It's such a small degree that my body changes that but I really did notice it when I went on my very strict calorie watching diet, which I was so hungry. That whole time I was so hungry, but I felt so good. That's the worst. That's the weird part. I was exercising more, had more energy, was pushing out more pull-ups than ever before, and had all kinds of energy, but I was so hungry the whole time. It's such a weird dynamic. We now get another group of animals. So I'm grateful for my muscles, I guess, because the little work that I do for them, it's good enough, and I did say that before. And my blocks and my OCD. I'm even grateful for my OCD. I don't want to be another person. I like me. I just wish other people liked me. But I kind of don't. It's true, I don't. I don't like those people that don't like me. Because they have way different values than I do. Some guy on the YouTube that was playing in the background while I was making my bed was talking about how he doesn't want to be a grumpy old man. and then he was talking about the rules that he follows to get things done, which I was trying to get something good out of it. But then he started talking about his Q4 of his he was talking about his value system, which is fine, that's great. But then he was talking about his goals and he has his personal, like, life goals, like the ones that come from his heart and his dreams. And then he was referring to dividing up the ways to get there into his Q4 and Q1 and Q2 and his Q3 and Q4 to get them done. And I'm thinking, no wonder you're so miserable. And you have, well, I guess people who try to teach, this is why I don't want to teach you how to not be miserable, because that would mean I was really miserable, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to lay out these plans, and then I know maybe he's not miserable, maybe he needs to do this. Like, I have all of these rules and order that I follow. Order. I am so grateful for my order and my rules, and they're what make my ADHD brain be able to function properly, and they're kind of fun because everything's a game. Maybe is that why I do it? Is that why? Okay, want to hear some laundry rules, which I do break down quite a bit when I'm doing, but I always forget some. So first of all, my laundry being next to the front door is a nightmare. Oh, I hate it so much because of all of the outdoor debris, and the floors are always dirty at the front door, and then you drop your underwear on the floor. But your underwear, when I put my underwear into the wash, have that inside out, because the dirtiest part of the underwear is on the inside. But when I'm taking it to hang it on the line, if I was hanging my underwear, I'd want to turn it right side out, and also to put in the dryer too, so that the inside is all clean. But now that the outside is being exposed, you want that to be able to, if there's dust or stuff being collected, you don't want that on the inside of your underwear, because you don't want to put dust on your junk. You want it to be as clean and fresh as possible. And the same goes with my pillowcases. So the pillowcases, I know that my face has touched the outside, so I don't want to wash that inside out. I want the place that's touched my skin to be on the right side out. But when I'm drying it in the dryer, I want it to have the least amount of stuff. So I want that to be inside out when it's in the dryer or when it's hanging on a line. So that way there's less dust or other dirt particles getting onto the part that touches my actual skin. Isn't that a great rule? Now I want to get a laundry basket that is squared flush and low, that goes up against, I'm not going to get it though, I'm just going to use the ones that I have because they are disposable. Because when I'm pulling this stuff out of the dryer or the washer, it wouldn't be a problem if well, it still would be a problem. I would prefer my clothes not to fall on the floor when I'm pulling them out. And also, I've talked about this before, the people who use their laundry basket to transport their dirty clothes to the washing machine and then put their clean clothes back into the... But then at the same time, I have my potatoes that I eat next to my toilet, so... But I do feel different about I feel okay. Here's a hot take. I feel okay about ingesting manure and feces in my mouth than I do having dirt on my skin. Because immunity is built up inside. I guess immunity is built up on the outside too. Anyway, I get dirty enough that Yeah, I do think that we need some phages. We need a little manure in our diet. We need dirt in our diet. It's proven scientifically that it's beneficial. Oh, it's proven scientifically as far as somebody has told me. Did I tell you we got almonds? I love almonds. I should be eating them now. I love nuts. It's really nice to get the nut treat. This is very special, and I should definitely appreciate that because I don't get to eat this. I just get to eat potatoes and oatmeal, and because that's what's affordable. And this was a special treat, and I do have to start. I have to be grateful for that. I gave myself these special treats, and I've solved my fig problem. I've thought about this a lot, so I'm going to double down on the other stuff. There are apricots. Apricots will really make me fart, but who cares? There's nobody around. The dollar store does have really good figs. They have really good prunes. They have really good dates. So they have really good raisins too. No oil added. What did I say? Apricots, dates, and what's the other dried fruit? Prunes. So I think I'm gonna put those on my platter. It's gonna be a really bad digestion mixing all that food. I do like my simple diet because it does make digestion better. More rules that I have. They're not. Those are not rule. Those are not my own OCD rules though. Those are like, if I eat all this food together, I'm gonna feel it's gonna hurt my stomach. It's gonna bloat me basically. It's not really gonna hurt my stomach. It's gonna make me all gassy and kind of hurt. It does hurt your stomach. It's gonna like make my stomach blow up because there's all kinds of things going on in there. That doesn't happen when you eat a single food most of the time. I think a lot of people talk about dietary restrictions, but I think if you don't combine your foods, I think that does take away from a lot of that. Like I think you can eat as many apples as you want, and you're doing great. And it's just when you start mixing things together that your digestion gets confused and stuff. That's my experience. It's like maybe if you're lactose intolerant. I've had just cheese diets and been perfectly great. I've done the carnivore diet too, just meat, all I'm eating. And there's a lot to say about that too. Like, people are so, like the carnivore diet, for example, people are like, that's ridiculous. You can't do that. You need all these other nutrients. There's a lot of different, especially organ meats, that have more nutrition in them than you're getting. And it's just the fact that you're eating you're eating unprocessed food. You're eating whole foods. And if you're eating the whole food, it's going to be so good for your health, and you're going to lose weight because there's no refined products, there's no processed foods, and that's why when you're on the carnivore diet, it's going to be great. But you can be on a carbohydrate diet too. If you're just eating oatmeal, is what I found too, because I lost a lot of weight just eating potatoes, eating as many potatoes as possible. 3 pounds of potatoes, like a normal person couldn't eat that many potatoes, and I would have 3 or 4 pounds of potatoes because you can't get enough calories by eating some certain foods, and oatmeal too. So I was just eating carbohydrates, losing weight, and it's just so there's my scientific test for the world. So I always believed this, but I actually did do this experiment. A diet of just carbohydrates, lost all kinds of weight, more weight than I've actually ever lost more fat than I've ever lost in my entire life. I think 2 months ago, I was the least body fat I've ever had, and that was even with like swimming at the pool every day. Which I can't believe I did that, but that was fun. I used to go to the pool in the wintertime. That was actually kind of fun. And then I would also do pull-ups and stuff. But I also had a girlfriend at the time, and she makes you eat food that you don't want to eat. All girls do. They make you go out to dinner, and they make you have dinners and eat pasta and cook food and then they don't eat any of it, and you have to eat it all because that's what you do. Let's look at these animals that I got. Did really well with the blocks today. First of all, I love these colors. This is Joy. I love the designs of these are so nice. See, I love art and design, and I am very particular too. I don't love every toy. I can appreciate every toy, just like I like conferences, and I like listening to, I don't know, I don't care who's talking on YouTube. Well, sometimes it's super annoying. Sometimes there's some really dumb people. But for the most part, and I found this about trade shows, I love going to them, and I love sitting down, and no matter what they're talking about, because it usually is the best of the best, and somebody who can learn and teach you something. So you always can get something from it, even if it has nothing to do with anything you're interested in. This is how I feel, unless it's somebody talking. But when I saw these, I stopped myself from buying them, because what a waste of your life and money and time. But I could tell that the colors on these were incredible, and the designs on them are incredible. And people have different tastes and different things, which I find. But these are beautiful to me, and it sparks joy just to feel them. And I'm gonna stick them in the container. And I'm so black and white too. Like, I can look at a piece of art and say, yep, no, yep, no, yep, no. Like, instantly like something or instantly don't like something. But do you want to know something about art? Title has so much to do with your art. It will change my perspective on a piece. Like, just initially, I am a visual person, and I am like, no, hate it, hate it, like it. Without any thought. I know what I like, and I know what I don't like, and it's usually what I like isn't normally what other people like. So that's also works in my favor too. And I like dollar toys, just like the name. I think knowing that this doesn't cost very much, and it's just so fantastic. It's so inexpensive. It's a diamond in the rough. This is how I feel, but I don't think other people would appreciate it. Did I show you all the animals? There's a kangaroo for my Australian watchers. My one Australian watcher. That one's for you, Eddie. We'll call that Eddie. And then there's I don't know if this is an emu or a llama. I guess it's an emu because the neck is shorter. Is that how it goes? I know what a camel is. And then a bear. I don't think that these have any. I don't think they have. Oh, and I didn't check to see if there were two of each. Oh, whoops! We have to do this. Oh, wow. Okay, you see that? Oh, the colors are looking so good together too. And that's it. I think some of them, I think there's some repeat colors for some of them. I think there's another orange animal, but I think it's in the bin with another color. But I have to see if, did I have a dud bag? And if I had a dud, because I think there was one animal missing. Or maybe I was wrong, and I discovered afterwards that there wasn't an animal missing. Is there two of each? I don't remember correctly. Because if there's not, and I got a dud bag, it's going to kill me not to go back to the store and get another one, so I have the amount that I'm supposed to have. But hopefully I'm wrong. There's two turtles. I think oh, okay. I think that problem was solved, obviously. Okay, that's okay. Oh, wow. Okay. You don't know how happy that makes me. So what is that? it would be really interesting to talk to somebody, a brain doctor who wasn't a bad brain doctor, who was a good brain doctor. Because why do I have to do this? All I know is there's a lot of squirrels in my yard, and I watch them a lot. And, well, a lot I don't know, but I can't help because they look cute sometimes, and they do cute things, even though they're horrible. And chipmunks too. But they make me understand my collecting and my obsession to get every leaf in the pool and make sure that everything's perfect in the yard, even though nature's really hard to organize perfectly. But maybe that's why they do that, so that I have to. I know that I said this before. That's why I'm struggling right now. But who cares if I repeat myself? It's not like anybody could have possibly watched every video and remembered everything I say. That's something else that I do. Sometimes I get things wrong, but I remember everything that someone says. I remember things that other people don't remember, which I also mentioned too. Anyway, squirrels, it's like getting every berry, I think. I can't wait till we have this filled up with even more animals. Will I mix in the other animals that I had before? I don't know. The designs are really nice. They're bright color. They're simple. They're so cute. Oh yeah, I could put them in jars and it could be art for sure. Which maybe I will, because I have all my empty jars. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think I said that the last time, too. Alright, enough is enough. I'm wasting your time. I'm going to go, I get to have dinner now, which is really exciting. I'm going to upload this video, and I have so much vacuuming and cleaning to do, because I started all kinds of projects today, and I guess I have to finish them from tomorrow. But luckily that podcast is on hiatus, so I don't have to work that. And I really have to cut that out. What a bad man he is. Even though he's trying to improve, he still likes to bring freaks on to his show, and he does. I don't even think he even realizes he's making fun of them. I don't even want to say his name, because I shouldn't watch it. But like I was saying earlier, I do get a lot of good stuff from it, and I really do want to keep up with pop culture and know what's going on in the world, and they do talk about subjects, but there's just we couldn't as much as I am a liberal and everything, we couldn't think further apart. I'm more of a extreme liberalist, and some people aren't, but not extreme in a bad way. Even though liberals being extreme, we're seeing. I wouldn't even know about politics because we don't have liberals in Canada. It is really funny. We got a whole different political system. All I know is politics is really. I don't know anything about it, and at least now I know a little bit about it, but I don't agree with politics, and I don't know enough about politics because, like I was talking about the government yesterday, it's really all made up. We make up all of these. This is where I separate myself from the rest of the world. I make up these rules for. You see, there's logic behind my rules, but what I see in the world is that there's not logic behind so many rules. Now, there is logic behind some rules, which is I'm starting to notice now, like the ones where you work until you're 65 really, really hard so that you can retire and be happy. Because now that I'm old and I'm supposed to be, quieting down into retirement, I really wish that I was able to do that. That's what I want to do right now. Those laws and rules were laid out for me, and I didn't follow them. I tried though. Like I said, like I've been saying, I tried to follow dreams and do things I was really passionate about, and none of them worked out for me. You gotta do all kinds of things that you don't want to do. I guess I couldn't do them. So let's finish this video with the way that I started this video. Wasn't really capable of doing them. Nobody forced me to do them. And I just had to get by in the way that I could. Like having a car or a driver's license was never an opportunity. Was never an option for me, so it never happened. I guess it becomes really important to some people, so they make it happen. Like there has to be orphans who don't have who have their driver's license and become rich and stuff, which they had nobody to help them. I guess they found people to help them. I wanted somebody to help me so bad. I wanted a teacher to have. I do remember one incident where two of my teachers, I heard them talking about me. It was the one and only time. Well, they were doing it right in front of my face. I think they were doing it in front of my whole class. But they were saying, he's really smart. And I was saying, I know. And that's the one and only time I remember anybody ever being, but they didn't take it further. They didn't encourage me. There were also teachers that I had problems with, but I won them over, and they saw that they were like, this. It was my 9th year. It was grade 9. Well, I think that's your 10th year in school. Probably my 11th year. Up until then, no 10th, 9. No 9. If it's 9, it'd be 11. Ugh, so confusing. But it was. Yeah, I think I had the female of the teachers. I just came into my own in that night in grade 9. Like, I got really, I was doing well. Like, it was like this turning point where I guess other kids weren't trying hard or anything, but I was remembering everything that I learned, which I retained, and was able to apply it. And I guess it's the time where you have to be able to apply everything you learned, because you're just almost starting high school, so it's happening. But then after that, after the 9th grade, then it did go downhill. So it took me that long, and then I had some really. Can I blame it on the teachers? Well, I was getting the best marks in my whole class. Like, I was getting better. Like, I remember showing up for school, and there was this who got the best mark on the math test, and everybody was like, and it was me, right? But that was grade 9. But then when grade 10 happened, my math teacher didn't speak English. Other people managed to do it. I mean, it's also when calculus started. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened then. But thank God computer science was a math class. Computer science had just started. Very first. Wait, was it in that school? I don't know. Maybe it was in I guess it was probably my grade 12 math class. By the time grade 12, so grade 10, 11, and 12, I guess math went downhill from there. Even though it was based on logic, and it was based on following rules, and it was something that I should have been really good at, and I don't know what happened. Nonetheless, computer science was also something I was really good at, and it was under the math curriculum. So if I didn't get that credit, I think I probably failed my grade 12, my regular grade 12 math, but, or it was 50 or something, or really low. But computer science was in the math department, so that got me out. Which I was hacking computers. On my first day of computer science, I remember hacking into the system, and the teacher asked, "How did you do that?" And it was probably something really simple. It was like, well, I figured out the password for some reason. Anyway, so that's me bragging and stuff, talking about how smart I am, but knowing how stupid I am. Give and take, we each have our strengths and we have our negatives, and my negatives have outweighed my positives, so. Or have they? Until tomorrow.